Same circumstances happened. Say this didn't happen. You know now, given the same circumstance, would you have shot him, Curtis?
Probably not. No.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm lying to you. Yeah, I probably would have.
This is Dominic Davis. He was recently arrested outside his residence for having shot a man. Upon being arrested, Dominique told the police that the man had come at him with a gun and that he simply took the gun from the man, turning it on its owner. What Dominique does not know is that the entire encounter was captured on a neighbor's security camera. The security camera footage shows the man, whom the aforementioned neighbor identified as Curtis Sims, a romantic rival who was reportedly dating Dominique's ex-girlfriend, alight from a car and confront Dominique. The two men take fighting postures and begin launching punches at each other. Curtis gets the best of Dominique, who then produces a firearm, shooting Curtis several times in the stomach. After Curtis collapses on the ground, Dominique approaches the injured man and fires 2 more shots, execution style, killing Curtis. Again, Dominique does not know that the police have this footage and is thus walking into the interrogation room assuming that he'll be justifying a shooting in self-defense.
Hey, Dominique. I'm Detective Sullivan, man. We didn't get an opportunity to meet each other out there today. But I'm the detective that's going to be handling this investigation, okay? First off, let me get a little housework done here. Let's see. Today is January the 8th, 2022. The time now is approximately 17:08 or 5:08 p.m. Homicide interview room. I'm Detective Sullivan. This is Detective Anderson, my partner. Dominique, what is your last name?
Davis.
Your first name?
Dominique.
How do you spell that?
Dominique.
Middle name, Dominique?
Amari. Amari.
And a home address for you, Dominique?
I really don't have nowhere to stay. So.
Okay, kind of in between addresses.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a cell phone?
No, sir. Well, I have one, but it ain't on.
It ain't on? Cell phone number, nothing like that? Do you ever use it on Wi-Fi, anything like that, I guess?
I mean, like to be on social media.
Okay, just on that stuff like that. Okay. Okay. Do you understand what's going on? All right. So, you are under arrest right now for the charge of murder.
Mm-hmm.
I understand you may have made a statement to an officer when he got on scene that you took a gun from somebody and stuff like that. I don't know. That's what I'm here to talk about you about. But based on the investigation so far, I believe that you were responsible for a murder. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If there's any claims of self-defense you want to be had, I would love to hear you talk about it and stuff. But that's up to you. Since you are under arrest for murder, I have to read you your Miranda warnings. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have the right to remain silent and not make any statement at all, and any statement you make may be used against you at your trial. Do you understand that? Any statement you make may be used as evidence against you in court. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
You have the right to have a lawyer present to advise you prior to and during any questioning. Do you understand that? If you are unable to employ a lawyer, you have the right to have a lawyer appointed to advise you prior to and during any questioning. Do you understand that? And the last one, you have the right to terminate the interview at any time. Do you understand that? What does terminate mean?
I go through with it.
You can say, anytime we're going through here, you can say, hey, detectives, time out. I don't want to talk to you guys no more. We're not assholes. We're not going to cuss you. We're not going to play good cop or anything like that. With these rights in mind, would you like to talk today?
I'm going to say one thing is that I was walking.
Oh, wait a second. Would you like to talk to me today?
Yeah, I'll talk to you,
Okay,
but I'm not
okay.
going to say much.
Okay, well, that's up to you. I mean, as long as you're saying you want to talk to me, we can talk. Okay. Go ahead.
It was really just me defending myself. Somebody pulled up, got out the car, was trying to fight, flashed their gun a little bit, and once they got to swinging on me, I got closer to their car because, like, you should have just killed me, basically.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do you know this person?
Yeah, I know that person.
Who is it?
It was a friend.
Okay. How close are y'all as friends?
We was real close.
What happened?
I don't know.
Just fell out?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all grow up together, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think reasons matter for why most people do stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I think they do. You didn't just walk up to nobody and do nothing, did you?
I didn't walk up to nobody.
There you go.
I didn't do
So
nothing.
that could make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With this being said tell me about the gun. That's important in this thing.
I mean,
Is this gun your gun?
no.
No doubt about it, it's not your
It's
gun.
not mine.
Okay. Whose gun is it?
His. The person is dead.
Who's that?
The person is dead.
Curtis?
Yeah.
How do you know he's dead?
They told me.
Yeah, okay. So, where did you get the gun?
From inside his car.
From in his car?
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain that to me?
He was fighting on me, thinking that I was hurt.
Uh-huh.
Because I was like this.
Where were you at? Were you inside the car when you were fighting or outside the car?
I was outside of the car, and he got out of his car.
Okay.
Yes.
So where did you get the gun? Did you reach into an open window?
Through the window. The window was down. I reached through the window.
Oh, hey, man, I'm sorry.
My fault.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I understand. Hey, dude,
window.
I understand this is a big deal, man. I understand it's a big deal for you. We can get up. But just let's try to be as calm as we can, because I'm just trying to get the information. Because obviously, this is recorded. This interview is recorded. There's no secrets, and I want your story for everybody to hear it. Okay.
Long story short is, he got out the car trying to fight me.
Uh-huh.
I guess he thought that I was hurt or something like that, because when he started, I started moving towards his car.
You look like you have an injury on your eye.
Yeah, he hit me. Obviously, we was fighting.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna need to take some pictures of that stuff. Where did you get the gun from the car?
In the cup holder.
The cup holder. It was just sitting there in a cup holder. So you went into the driver's side or the passenger side?
Passenger side.
Was it the two-door? Okay, two-door. And you didn't open the door, but you just reached in? Okay. Then what happened?
I shot him.
How many times?
I don't know, probably 2.
What happened after you shot him?
I told the people to call the police.
Okay. When you shot him, how close was he to you?
He was close.
Was he still swinging at you? What happened?
Mm-mm. As soon as I hit him the first time, he dropped to the ground.
Did you shoot him anymore when he's on the ground, anything like that? Nothing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So, did he say any comments to you like, I'm going to kill you? Did he say anything like that?
I didn't hear too much.
Kind of got tunnel vision or whatever. It happens. Just what I hear. So just so I know, that gun does not belong to you. You have never touched that gun before other than when you got it from his cup holder.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? Okay. Would you have any problem with me collecting a DNA sample from you just so I can prove that?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to have a little consent here from you. And I was just going to say, you can read this.
So what, I'm going to jail?
You're going to jail, man.
Okay.
This is the thing about it. Just because you go to jail tonight don't mean the case is over. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because people look at these cases and stuff. I got to go out there. I understand there may be some video of this fight. If all that stuff checks out for you in the fight, that's going to look good for you in the future, man. Your cooperation, it looks good for you. Like people have respect for you and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I wasn't out there. You were out there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to document your injuries. You know what I'm saying? If you guys were fighting, I don't know who was getting the better who wasn't getting the better who, or anything like that. We're still out there in the process of talking to witnesses and stuff. All this information I'm gathering is, pretty much to complete a thorough investigation in the case, Dominique. And if that ain't your gun, because we can tell now the DNA is so good, is I know you already touched that bottle, but if I touch it too, they can tell who touched it first. You understand what I'm saying? So his DNA should be all over that gun. And that would go to your claim that you took the gun from his car, right? So, wrong one. Okay, I'm going to read this to you, and I'll let you have a chance to read it too. It says, I, Dominic Davis, have been informed by Detective Casey Sullivan, that's me, of my constitutional right not to have an intrusion made into my body for the purpose of conducting a buccal cheek swab. All we do is go in with a Q-tip and get your cheek. We don't go into your body like with a needle or anything. Blood test or hair comparison. Knowing of my lawful, we're not going to do a blood test. We're not going to do a hair comparison. I'm going to X those out. We're just going to take a cheek sip. Knowing of my lawful right to refuse to consent to such an intrusion, I willingly give my permission to any qualified person to make such intrusion and withdraw sufficient amount of buccal cheek swabs, no blood, no hair, with which to perform any necessary analysis. I give this written permission for a buccal cheek swab test, no blood, no hair, again, I'm sorry it's in there, to the above officer voluntarily and with threats of any kind at, time is it now? Got my phone. What time is it?
5:17.
17 hours on January. I don't know if I did that. 2022. I'm sorry. At 1,000. Would you like to read that too, sir? If you agree with that, just sign it right there. There's a pen. Did you and I'm sorry, I forgot his name. What's his name? The guy you're fighting with.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys ever go to school together, or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
What school did you go to? Central. Did you end up graduating? You got any kids, anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
How many kids you got? One boy, girl.
Girl.
How old is your little girl?
She's 23.
Just turned 3. They don't even have any gloves in here. And get some gloves just so I don't have anything in there. Open up your mouth for me. All right. Yeah, you actually got, looks like there's a little blood or something in there. She's all locked up. I'll fill that in. I understand. I had some people come up to me out there and said this fight might have been over a girl. Is that accurate? You don't want to tell me, or?
I don't know.
The girl in particular is Ciara Reddick. Don't know anything about that. So why would Curtis come over today and try to fight you?
No.
Do you have any phone communications with him recently, texting him, threatening him, anything like that? Nothing like that in your phone? Do you have any problem with us if we conduct a forensic download of your phone to prove that as well for your sake?
You can do whatever, man.
No, it's up to you, man.
No.
You don't want me to do that? Okay, because I would say, if somebody told me that there might have been communications in there where you threatened him, said you were going to shoot him, I think if those messages aren't in your phone, I think that would be important. But if they are in your phone, I can understand you not wanting to do that as well. So you do not want me to do that? Okay. Because I'll put it to you like this. That whole thing's caught on tape, man. Video. I hope you know that. You didn't reach into his car.
Yes, I did.
No.
I was in the window. What are you talking about? I didn't reach into his car.
It's not enough.
Okay, either way, I don't care.
If I show you the video?
Yeah, show me the video so I can show you where, bro. Because now y'all trying to say I'm lying, bro. So pull up the camera right now and show me the video so I can show you, because obviously y'all didn't see.
Okay. I'll even give you that you reached into the car. I'll say that. Why did you shoot him while he was on the ground?
Because, what are you talking about?
You told me you didn't shoot him.
How many times was he punching you whenever you were reaching into the car?
I don't know.
This ain't important to you, Dominic?
It is important to me, but like, what is there? Like, you know what I mean? Bro is dead now.
Well, let me tell you what it is. If you had to make a decision on what happens to you, does it matter if the person's sorry for what happened? You don't think it does?
I mean,
you think it matters if the person's telling the truth?
I'm telling you the truth.
Well, from what I can see from the video so far, what ain't going to look good for you is you going up and executing him when he's on the ground.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, would you like to tell anybody about that? Somebody's got to make a decision. I don't make a decision what happens to you. You know that? I just put the facts together, and here you guys go. Judges, juries do this. Okay? That's who makes the decision. I think if I had done something wrong, that there's no doubt that you pulled the trigger. There's no issue with that whatsoever. Okay? I know that for 100% fact. You even admitted it to us. You said that. Yes. Go ahead.
Where did I get the gun from?
I don't know. I think you got it from your waistband.
As I was going like this, right?
Being so, man.
Right?
I don't know. That's what it looked like to me. But with that being said is, we're going to have time to go frame by frame by frame. This is just early in the investigation. I can tell you this. Just as far as I saw, I never saw you reach into the window or had the opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just from what I saw. Now, hey, keep in mind, when I get all the video downloaded and extracted into this, and we go frame by frame, we'll be able to slow it down to where we're like robots watching through there. We'll be able to see how many times everybody hit each other. I don't know that stuff now. So, but I'm saying, is there any reason? Because reasons matter for this, man. It looks like then, is this like, why is he coming over to your place? And I don't know why you don't think it's important that you tell us all this, man. But that's up to you. I'm not mad at you if you don't want to tell me the reasons. But I think someone who's going to decide what happens, I think they should know. Me personally, man. You're not a bad guy, Dominic. I think some shit went wrong today, man. And I don't think you're a killer. I don't know, man. It's up to you, man. I'm not going to beat you down or waste your time or anything like that, but I think it's important that you tell us the backstory, what's going on, why he even came over, how did he even know you was going to be over at the apartments? How's all that? You got any questions, Detective Anderson?
So my thing is, again, going back, if you're getting beat on while you're reaching into the car, if that's what we're saying, he's hitting you, you grab the gun. At that point, you fire, correct? Okay. What happens to him? What does he do after you fire that one shot? Falls backwards on the ground?
I mean, like, I got the video, too, so y'all can see.
I'm asking because you can only explain your emotions and your reactions at this time. Video shows a lot, but it doesn't show what goes on in your head and what you're thinking at that point. He falls down on the ground. Is that a fair statement? You still have the gun. Explain to me the next step, though, of you shooting another one or two times while he's laying on the ground. Well, at that point, what was the threat from him at that point?
Because he had a gun in his hand when he pulled up.
At that point, while he's laying on the ground, did he have a gun?
And he got out of the car. You see what I'm saying? I don't take nothing like that. Like,
so
if you got a gun and you making it seem like you on the threat, bro, I'm not finna give you no.
So that's important you should say. So when he got a car, show me with your hands. How do you know he had a gun?
When I was, if y'all have, you see what I'm saying, though?
We can't see
like,
the car.
All right, but listen, hold on real quick.
If we could see in the car, that would answer your question for sure. With the question
he was in the car when he came. He was talking through the car. I set my things down. When I set my things down, I look back and see him outside of the car.
Okay.
And so when we got to fighting, I was getting closer to his car because, like, why are you fighting if you was just flashing your gun and stuff like that? So,
when was he flashing? I may have missed that. So he was flashing the gun while he was still sitting in the car early.
He had it on his lap right here.
In the car, like,
yes, he had it on his lap. Yeah, he had it on his lap. And he was like, yeah, woo, 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 woo. I don't know what he was saying because I didn't really give a fuck. I see you got your gun, so obviously you on something. Okay, cool, bro. So I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? I had guns being pointed at me multiple times. But, like, you know what I mean? That don't faze me. It's all about what you're going to do with it. So if he got out of his car without his gun, then that was his fault. That's not my fault that I shot him with his own gun because he was threatening me.
I thought you said he got out of the car with the gun. Is that not
No, I did not. I never said that.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't
He
confuse.
said he had it whenever he pulled up. But when he came out of the car, he was ready to fight.
I guess so.
We
Yeah.
fought. Y'all fought. Fair fight going. You end up over on the car. You're saying you reach in the car at that time. You get the gun. You fire that one shot. But my question to you is, why he's laying on the ground? And before you fire your other two shots into him, what is he doing to make you fearful that you need to fire those other two shots?
He already came over there. I didn't have to. I wasn't fearful. I wasn't in fear.
Did you need to fire those other two shots?
No, probably not.
Where did you shoot him on those two shots?
I know I shot him in the head.
The first shot, where do you think you shot him then?
In the stomach, right where he was at. Yeah.
In the stomach?
Mhm.
If you had done that, shot him in the stomach, walked off, called the police saying, hey, this guy jumped me, do you think there was a possibility he could maybe still be alive right now?
Probably, yeah.
But those other two shots, you said into the head, that was basically taking his life at that point, correct?
Mhm.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Why did another issue I want to say? Why did it looks like on a video that you kind of, like you guys are ready to fight, that you want? Why didn't you just take off or something like that?
I'm not running from nobody.
Have you guys ever been in a fight before? Never. You guys never, and you guys grew up together and all this. Is it true about the girl? Having a falling out about the girl?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know, bro. I ain't had no problem with it. No.
You never have. You know who Ciara is?
Yeah.
Seemed like that's a touchy subject for you, so I'll leave it alone. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of the reasons, man. So you don't even know what kind of gun you had in your hand.
It was a 9mm, bro.
How do you know that?
Because I know my friend, bro. That was my friend. You hear me? That was my brother. You hear me? We was close.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
How long? When did y'all fall out?
Last month, right before my birthday, man. On my daughter's birthday.
And you don't even want to tell me why you fell out?
Oh, they'll tell you, whoever it is.
So I just take their word for it?
I mean, like, listen here. I already told you what happened, and y'all don't believe that. Y'all thinking that I pulled a gun out on my waistline and I had this zipped up the whole time. So I don't even know how y'all can.
Well, like I said, I got to go back and look at the video very well.
Y'all know, man.
But I can tell you this. You said you got it from the car, the cup holder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you think should happen to you?
I don't know. Y'all probably gonna put me in jail.
Well, you're under arrest for murder.
Yeah.
I mean, when this all shakes out, just because you go to jail, you can bond out tomorrow if you got bond money. You know what I'm saying? What do you think should happen?
I'm not sure.
Given the same circumstances, would you do the same thing?
But I do the same thing to what about what?
Same circumstances happen. Say this didn't happen. You know now, given the same circumstance, would you have shot him, Curtis?
Probably not. No.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm lying to you. Yeah, I probably would have. There's no doubt in my mind. If I see somebody with a gun pointing it towards me or acting like they gonna do something with it, bro, if I get a hold to it, then that's their fault because they should have used it first. That's all I'm gonna say, man. So no, I'm not taking none of this back. And if it was a time to where this happened again, I would hope they would just shoot me first instead of letting me get a hold of their own gun.
Okay. You got any other questions?
Would you have shot the other two rounds if you had time to do it again?
No.
You just shot the one.
Huh?
Would you have just shot the first round and been done? Or shot the other two rounds at the end if you had a
I don't know. It was probably just how I was feeling. I don't even know. I didn't even realize I was doing all that until after I did it.
Kind of heated moment.
Yeah.
All right, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to have my crime scene guys come over here. I want to document your injuries. You know what I'm saying? So, because to document that there was a fight and stuff like that. I'm going to collect your cell phone. I'm going to write a search warrant for it. I'll keep it with the case and make sure there's no messages and stuff in there. And then you're going to go to jail tonight, and you'll get a bond and stuff like that. Is there anything else you'd like to ask or any questions or anything? You got any other questions? I don't have anything else. Okay, Dominic, just hang tight, man. Are you hungry, anything like that? I can get you maybe some little snacks or something like that. You good? The officer's going to be right there, so I don't know how long it's going to take him to be here, so we'll see. We'll go from there, okay?
Can I call somebody?
No, we don't allow calls. Unfortunately, we get in trouble for that. Do you want us to try to call somebody for you?
Dominique Davis was sentenced to 15 years in prison.